Hello, how you doing? Parents, carers, people looking after kids. I just want to do a quick video with some thoughts about how we parent well in this time of transition as kids are preparing to go back to school. Now, I did a video at the start of lockdown with some top tips for parenting during this time. That seems like ages ago, doesn't it? And for some of you, this might have been a really special time. Maybe you've been furloughed from work and you've been able to have real time as a family and you've built your relationships and you've spent time together. Great. For others, it's been a really difficult time. The stress of juggling work with family life balance, maybe patience levels are just wearing a bit thin. You've just felt on edge for so many months now that your tank is running a bit empty, and so you don't have a lot of capacity to help your kids as they wrestle with things, or even as you wrestle with your own things. You know, this time of transition, as kids go back to school, maybe they're going to a new school, maybe you're going back to a new job. All of a sudden, it's a new routine. It's a new normal, as people like to call it. But is it really normal? The normal I knew was what it was before. Wait, but there might be another lockdown even once they start school. They might end up being sent home again because somebody's got symptoms in their bubble. There's all these uncertainties. Let me encourage you, God is constant. In the midst of all this uncertainty, what we can be teaching our kids is to have trust in the foundation that is God. Prayer is such a vital part of this, that even in the midst of all this uncertainty, that as parents we can show our children that we feel at peace and confident because we have a foundation in God, that He is consistent and faithful, and we can build our lives on that. And then no matter what circumstances around us, how things change around us, it's okay. This is a really important thing that we can be teaching our kids at this time. Secondly, when your kids are at school, if you're at home and you find you've got some time to yourself, don't feel guilty. Don't feel shame that you've not done more during lockdown to do great things as a family. Maybe you've watched these videos on social media of families who've done these amazing things and you feel guilty that you haven't. Don't. That's a lie of the enemy saying that you're not a good parent. Just doing what you do, just getting through the day to day, that is enough. And being real and open with your kids in that, that is enough. So when they're back at school and you've got time to yourself, catch your breath. Take some time to process. It's okay to sit down and do nothing. In fact, sometimes that's the most godly and biblical thing we can do, to just rest and recover, process. And then when your child comes home, you will have the capacity to listen to them and speak into their lives and encourage and support them even better. Please do that. If you keep checking back on our website, there's a few new things going on there. Care for the Family are doing some really good resources for parents and families in this time of transition. Check those out. It'll be really helpful to develop things. And one final thought. During lockdown, you may have found one or two things that have been really good for your family, for your children. What are those things? Keep hold of them. Don't just get rid of lockdown and say, that's over, I'm going back into school again now. Keep the things that were really good and positive. Take them with you. Maybe you've had once a week where you've had a games night in an evening. Or maybe you just have a better way of communicating with your child. Maybe they've started doing some more chores around the house, whatever it is. Keep hold of those things. Take hold of the positives of this time of lockdown and take them forward into this new season. And maybe areas where you think, actually before lockdown, it wasn't so good the way we did things when they were at school. Maybe you can bring those in now and set the new standard going forward. But whatever it is, whatever position you're in, no matter how run down you are or how joyful you are that they're going back to school, whatever your situation, please be assured you are not alone. If you would like any support, prayer, anything practical advice, practical help with anything in the home, please do get in touch with us here at the church. We want to be there for you and support you and encourage you as best we can. Keep going. You're doing a great job. Goodbye.